You have now entered Movie Fun with Imperial. Today's review will be Ready Player One, a Steven Spielberg film. This film was great. It was unique the way it was done. I looked at it as a film. It took some things from the movie The Wiz with Fred Savage back in the day, Wrech and Ralph, and another movie I had in mind that it took from over the years of watching movies. The animation, the way they did it with everything with virtual reality. They took that and put that in the movie versus reality. From virtual reality, it was very unique how they did it. The movie is basically starts with actor Ty Sheridan. You might have seen him as Cyclops in the movie X-Men Apocalypse, or there's like a B movie that came out, The Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. He played in that as well. So he's like the lead character in this movie, where pretty much he's a poor kid, and he's in a world where people are living in poverty, and this game creator many years ago created a game where people could log on to the game and interact with each other, virtual reality, and they could become something else. And they were, same way that people do online gaming now, linking up with all people from all types of the world. This game allows you to do the same thing, only in a virtual reality world. You become something else, or what you always wanted to be, in that sense. The creator of the game was about to pass away or something to that nature, and set different things up within the virtual reality world, where if you discover 3 keys, you can take over the fortune of the game and become new owner of the game and inherit everything that he had with the game, and you'll continue to run the game if you found the 3 keys. So the main character, he has studied all the videos and been going hard in the virtual reality world, learning everything. And everybody that has tried to beat or even get to certain things, levels, to try to get the keys, they were unsuccessful. And then one day he was watching one of the videos, and he found something, because the guy, he left Easter eggs all over that you got to take little things from and put it together. And he found something that everybody that was trying to gain the first key, they were doing wrong. So it's tons of people going after it. So then in the meanwhile, all this is going on, you got a corporation who, they want to take over the gaming, and the gaming is called the Oasis. they want to take over. So they got people, they got a whole department geared to that. They log on all the time. They're trying all the time to figure out how to beat the game. So that's in the real world. And then he has the crew that goes in the reality world that try to stop people or while they're trying to beat the game or whatever. And then you have another different group. They're trying as well. So you got people from all over that's trying to beat and win this game or whatever. So the character, he has his own friends. He has his own friends, and that he has made throughout the just logging on and going through the virtual reality world. So they kind of stick together. Then, of course, they had to make it a love interest. So he's met with a girl that he started to like, and the character's name is Wade, by the way. I failed to say that. So he found a girl he liked, and then she basically becomes part of his team, and they started creating a team to beat this oasis or whatever. And then it once he discovered the first key, it put him on a board that no one has ever got on this board. So when he got on the board, it pretty much was like, yo, okay, he opened the gate of everybody figuring out how to get the first key. So people start taking notice to him, and he became popular. And then the corporation that was really wanting to take over everything, they pretty much wanted to stop anybody that was becoming close to even getting the keys. They wanted to stop that. So of course they found out who he was in the real world and kind of threatened him, you know, hey, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you know, would be harm to you. So they didn't know that they figured they had his address, but it wasn't where he plays the game at. So they kind of blew up the building where he lived or whatever. So I mean, the theatrics, like the visuals for this game, this movie was phenomenal. It took a lot of games and movies from years past. It took a lot of music from years past. In the 80s, it has a real 80s feel to it. A lot of movies from the 80s, a lot of things from the 80s was placed in this film. And I think Steven Spielberg, he got a winner with this one. This was a great movie, and a lot of people if you know, it's a good kids movie. Take your kid to see it. If you were born in the 80s, a good movie for to see movies from the 80s and things from the 80s that you grew up on placed in this film. So the movie was great. I thought it was a real good movie. So I don't want to give too much what happens in a movie and get that away. So I think I gave enough of it away that you could be intrigued enough to go watch it. So my 4-point rating system out of 4 stars, I'm gonna give this one. I don't see any flaws with this movie. I gotta give it a 4 out of 4. I don't see any flaws with this movie. I think the movie was great. Till the next time, tune in. Movie Fun with Imperial.